Today I'm coming on to share with you something that is really have been working in the background, and I'm very excited about it.
The Dancing Family. Where Irie living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam Family, the Jam Fam Family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
Hello, Wagwan, pick up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Guys, Jamaica is going cold. We've had a bit of a cold front from the other day. It's just sitting and not shifting. Today the sun came out and it was nice and warm, and I was thinking, yes, that's this cold front behind us. Not at all. I came home, the sun set, and here we are. The time has just gone cold so quickly again now that it has gone to dust. And here I am sitting. I've been having to sleep in my robe for the last about 3 or so nights, because I was just at that point of, no, I can't bear this cold anymore, and I am not ready and prepared right now to go anywhere beyond just a blanket. I do not want to have to take out my quilt, but if I roll into next week and it is still this way, I'm definitely going to have to pull for a quilt because it's cold. A couple of the evenings this week, we've gone to the point where we say that we want to we need to turn the heating on a bit just to warm up the rooms. Unfortunately, we don't have heating to put on, so we just have to up the layers of clothing. My Eliona even resorted to hot water bottles in her bed just to make sure that she has that extra additional warmth. Wasn't expecting it to be this cold, but then again, we're in Manchester. Like, the cold is just going to be unavoidable at this rate. If there's any parish, it's going to be this one. So hopefully it won't be much longer that we're having to endure this cold. But the days are pretty better. The days have not been that bad because the sun comes out and then it's nice and warm. It's just in the nights when the sun set and then it gets really cold quickly. You need a cardigan some of the days because it's windy, but in the nights it's gone cold. So hopefully we'll see the back of it soon. Yeah, hopefully. Two men eating the jelly in the white shirt over there past me. I'm waiting on a taxi, and so they went to have some jelly. They said hi, we greeted each other, and they went. So now they said, oh, I then see them gesturing to me to ask me if I want a jelly, and of course they bought me a jelly and we chatted for a little while. It was quite nice to see that people are able to be kind and generous to one another without expecting other things in return other than just socializing and chatting. So now I can get refreshed in spite of the drizzles as I wait on my taxi. So that was a good experience had today. So counting my blessings. Bye. Take care. And now they're off on their ventures. Today was Eliona's sports day at school, so went out to see how that was going, and of course I'm repping the house color here for her house, and it was quite good to see that the cheerleading part of the sports event, the children didn't get to choose their own theme, but they all had a theme, and so apparently they picked from a hat and got the themes, and it was themes that have to do with Jamaican folklore and culture and history, so they got to represent that in a good way. So they dressed the part. They were wearing the different Jamaican bandanas and the attiring themselves with different colors that suits their houses, and they look really fantastically dressed, and their performance were good to see that the culture is being carried on. The folklore side of the culture has been carried on that way. So if you were one of the people who used to go to the competitions in primary school, or you did them in secondary school, what are some of the folklore songs that you remember? So if you want to tell us the one that you were saying just now.
I don't remember what it's called.
This long time.
Oh.
This long time, girl, we never see you. Which one do you remember, or can you finish this one? Okay, then let us know in the comment below. Let's have a chat there about the folklore that you can remember, or that you've performed, or any competitions you've attended, or how was your sports day like when you were going to school and having sports? What was it like? How competitive was it? How interesting was it? And what are some of the things you think still you would like to see in sports days today? Bit of history in the Cecil Charlton Park in the Mandeville Center. So we've got the Right Honorable, or the Right Excellence, Norman Washington Manley, and we have the picture of some information about him on there, and the lovely fountain. I've been wanting to come into the park for a little while now, but we haven't been able to do so because it was closed over the holiday period. Well, maybe for obvious reasons. And this is the person who the park is named after, Cecil Charlton. He's a former councillor and mayor of Mandeville. It's a lovely park, but we're not allowed on the grass or on the lawn. It's used for various different activities and events. People can use it for wedding photos and different things, but if you do, you have to book it. You have to get proper application done to do it as a wedding photo venue. The sun is shining. So standing at this fountain feels just so refreshing and therapeutic, and I think it's triggering the need to swim in somebody, so I'll soon have to take her to the beach. And this is also in the park. It's a memorial, and it's in memory of the men of Jamaica who fell in the Great Wars. I can't go closer to it, so I'm bringing it closer to us. And these are some of the sponsors for the water rockery.
How it represents the rock site, or the white depicts the
and what it symbolizes.
Aluminum product. The silver illustrates the finished product. Aluminium resulting from processing of the bauxite.
Yep. And maybe you'll be able to see those ducks bobbing around, and then this is what the rock will look like. So the last time I've had an almanac or a calendar like this on the wall in my house, it's probably dating back over 2 decades now, when I still lived with my parents. So to come back to Jamaica and have one on my wall is so reminiscent of those days. And although we have our calendars on our devices, we still manage to use this one to just highlight a few things. It's not just a normal calendar, it's an almanac, because it's from a hardware and garden center, but it is such a little so quaint to have it in the sphere. It just brings back what it can feel like living in Jamaica, and just some of the things that I remember and that I used to admire about being able to call Jamaica home. And this is one of those little moments, and I just sat down looking at it and reminiscing on how long ago it is that this was a feature of the house that I live in. And here we go, we're having it again. So as they would say, old time sinting come back again. Today I'm coming on to share with you something that is really have been working in the background, and I'm very excited about it. I've been working with a close dear friend of mine, planning and managing this project, and we've come to a point now where we feel that this is high time to share it with other people. And it's quite fascinating to know that I am here in the city center. If you can see behind me, one of the monumental historic buildings, and just over the way over there is another historic building. It's the church, so it's another one of our monumental structures. And so I'm in the presence in this park of lots of history, and this project that we are working on is also a historic project, so it's going to be one to put in your books, to celebrate and to participate in. So this project is the brainchild of Dr. Ava Eagle Brown, my very close friend, and we've been working tirelessly on ensuring that it gets to the stage where we want it to be, and be able to manifest in the way that we envision it and that she envisioned it. And I'm working with her to collaborating with her to make sure that this is what we realize. So it is going to be a project in Black River, and Black River is a place that has a lot of first in Jamaican history. So there are lots of things that Black River is the first place it was recorded to have happened, and so it's quite endearing to know that again there is going to be another first for Jamaica, and it's going to be hosted in Black River. So the project is the Black River Film Festival. Yes, the Black River Film Festival. Now you can find out more information about it at blackriverfilmfestival.com, or you can find out information on Instagram or Facebook at Black River Film Festival, and it will be hosted in June 27th to the 30th. June 27th to the 30th, and the tickets will, first set of tickets will come live and available on the 22nd of February. So from then you'll be able to purchase your ticket and book your space to be part of this historical moment that we will be celebrating in the Jamaican history and the Jamaican entertainment realm as well. So we will be working on it all out to make sure that it is one of the best film festival that you will be in attendance to. And as we grow and progress, then we hope that you will also want to take on this journey of growth and development with us as we do things to make a change and a difference and impact lives within our community and our society. So that's the big project that I've been working on and having meetings, whether online or in person, and just trying to make sure that we are getting things going in the right direction and having the right group of people associated with the project and aligning ourselves well in the background. So now that we've done that, we're able to share it with you. So yeah, happy moment that this project is coming off the way that it is, and I'm excited to see what it will be like when it actually opens on the 27th of June, and to see some of you there with us celebrating this momentous occasion going forward. So that's something I wanted to share with you. So in this process we will get the opportunity to brush shoulders with some of Jamaica's legend, and we'll get to honor quite a lot of legendary things that has been happening in Jamaica. So it's wonderful that we are able to do that. And of course here I am in one of the legends of our country and of the parish of Manchester, the park that is named after Cecil Charlton, because of the impact he has had on Mandeville, both as a mayor of Mandeville as well as a person who resides in Mandeville. So in this process, we're honoring legend by doing these things and adding to a legacy of Jamaica going forward. So it's always good to know that there are difficulties living in Jamaica, there are challenges living in Jamaica, as is anywhere you live. It's just that sometimes the challenges here are made to be sound a lot worse than they are sometimes, because of what the spins are on the different media platforms. But challenges happens wherever you live, and it's about just being able to impact generations for a difference and to bring out the best that you can out of the society in which you live and the community in which you are influencing, because we've been called to greatness. So we need to make sure that we're acting out greatness in whatever we do, the choices we make and the things we align ourselves with, the projects we partake in. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this project will also impact the Jamaican film industry and see how things can progress from here on out to make a big difference, because Jamaica has lots of stories to tell. We do, whether we're telling them through poetry, through music, through film, whatever form, through dance, however we're telling them, through visual arts. We have lots of stories to tell. We have a rich culture and history, and it is worth sharing on the big screen, and it is worth sharing in its authentic state, and it's worth sharing it with the truth, not overly trying to say things that isn't the case, but just showing Jamaica in its authenticness and knowing that there are many different facets to Jamaica and not just the bit that people try to force us to believe, which is a minuscule part of the Jamaica landscape in which we live. So I'm looking forward to this project coming to its full form in June, and I hope that you will come along and be part of it. And what sort of project do you think would impact Jamaica? Whether you are living abroad and thinking of something you would come and do, or you've returned to Jamaica and you're thinking about things that you would want to do and trying to figure out how to get that to be possible, or you live in Jamaica and you see things. You know, I often say, if you see a problem and that problem keeps coming up to you, it's because you are the one to solve the problem. So when you see the problem and it keeps repeating as a problem for you, start to think about the solutions that you would want to see, and then how can you bring that solution to the table, or who can you collaborate with, which people can you network with to try and bring about a solution. And the other key thing is, remember, we just need to do baby steps. So starting out with baby steps at a time. You know, we have to make our first step before we can make our 10th. So it's not about the big leap that we do. It's about the fact that we make a step to begin with, and then the leaps will come. So think about what you could do to showcase Jamaica in its best, in its glory, and to promote brand Jamaica in the best way possible, so that others will see that we're little but we're talawa. Typical size castor oil plant growing right here on the side of the foot trail. If you don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like. And so that's what the leaves of it look like, and that's it in bloom. And as the seeds are converting, and those are some up in the top. As a child, we used to take this bit of it, break it off, and it's hollow. And so we used to use it to do bubbles, put soapy water into a container and blow bubbles with it. It was some fun times as kids when we used to find the things around us, being resourceful, and make things with it to entertain ourselves. I want to thank you for staying with us on this next episode of our Jam Fam, and seeing how things are progressing for us and the different ways in which we are celebrating and trying to have an impact. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.